Yeah.
You notice in the beginning? I'm like, next time, I want to see all that laid out. Like, really flat. We were walking into the game. It was like, this was the most downtrodden.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Joe Bertolino, president of the university. Welcome to Stockton University's commencement for the class of 2026. Are you ready to welcome our students? If you could please let the rest of the state of New Jersey hear you, are you ready to welcome our students? Ladies and gentlemen, the Stockton University class of 2026.
Good morning and welcome to Stockton University's commencement ceremony at historic Jim Whelan Boardwalk Hall. We want to thank the drumline from Absegami High School for leading the student processional today. We now ask all who are able to please rise and join in the singing of the national anthem led by Stockton student Genesis Rincon, accompanied by Dr. Beverly Vaughn, Professor of Music.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
You may be seated. Thank you, Dr. Vaughn and Ms. Rincon. It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Michael Palladino, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Thank you, Dr. Kazi. Thank you, Ms. Rincon and Dr. Vaughn. Fantastic job as always. Good morning and welcome everyone. Chairman Lozano, member of the class of 2003, members of the Stockton University Board of Trustees, members of the President's Senior Leadership Team, our esteemed faculty, university staff, distinguished guests and alumni of Stockton University, including our class of 1976 Golden Ospreys, proud parents, family, and friends joining us in person or by live streaming, and most especially, members of our graduating class of 2026, welcome to today's commencement ceremony for the Schools of Business and Social and Behavioral Sciences. I know it's a Friday morning, and I'm sure everyone has had at least their first cup of coffee. We could do much, much, much better. This is a big deal, so let's try this again. Most especially members of our graduating class of 2026, welcome to today's commencement ceremony. Okay, much better, much better. It's great to see everyone here this morning. So it truly is my great privilege and honor to preside over today's wonderful celebration. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's platform party, and I ask, if able, that they stand and remain standing as their name is called, and please hold your applause until all introductions are complete. Representing the Stockton University Board of Trustees, Chairman Mr. Jose Lozano, class of 2003, Ms. Madeline Deininger, class of 1980, Mr. Tim Lowry, Ms. Nalita Valentin, class of 1986 and former board chair, our student trustee, Ms. Melanie Chin, our trustee student alternate, Ms. Najma Lang, and Dr. Joe Bertolino, president of Stockton University. Distinguished members of the platform party include Dr. Nazia Kazi, our Grand Marshal and Professor of Anthropology. Today's student speaker, Ms. Sadia Mihi. Today's faculty speaker, Dr. Michael Busler, Professor of Business Studies. Today's keynote speaker and 2000 Stockton alum, Ms. Roxanne Passarella. Ms. Lori Herndon, alumnus of 1992, chair of the Stockton University Foundation, and finally, the university's senior leadership team and academic deans. Thank you all for your service to Stockton and higher education. Please give them a round of applause. Okay, the platform party may now be seated. Well, directly in front of our graduates this morning are Stockton's esteemed faculty. Faculty colleagues, if willing and able, please rise. Including on the platform party. Please join me in recognizing our outstanding faculty who are truly the heart of this university. Through their teaching, mentoring, research, guidance, and collaboration, and in so many ways, they have helped our distinguished graduates achieve their milestones today. Thank you, faculty colleagues, for your expertise and dedication to the Stockton community and all that you do for the success of our students. Please be seated. Also joining us today are our Golden Ospreys, member of the class of 1976, celebrating the 50th anniversary of their graduation. To our Golden Ospreys, we congratulate you on this milestone and thank you for leading the class of 2026 into commencement and welcoming them into our alumni family. Our Golden Ospreys, where are our Golden Ospreys? Golden Ospreys. Welcome. I'd like to acknowledge other special guests joining us today. To my left in section 123 includes members of the Stockton University Foundation Board and numerous state, county, and local officials. Thank you all for celebrating with our graduates today and for the support you provide to Stockton each and every day. Now take a moment to look around a little bit in this spectacular venue. We have an opportunity to join together today, gathering to recognize the class of 2026. And I have the privilege of looking out and having really the best view. I wish everyone in here can have this view. It truly is amazing. Graduating students from all of us at Stockton University, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for the work that you have put in and the success that you have achieved so we can be here today to celebrate with you and your loved ones. You are part of a generation that entered college in a new era. You were influenced in certain ways by things like COVID-19, by online learning and artificial intelligence and more, yet still your commitment to your academic studies has culminated in this very moment, a commencement, where your loved ones have gathered to acknowledge your accomplishments and congratulate you on your academic success. And as our provost, I can assure you that in our very special academic community of faculty, staff, and students that is Stockton University, we enjoy every moment of being on this journey with you, which is why we are indeed so very proud of you. You persevered, often under difficult circumstances, and you completed and earned your degree. Last week, I had a first-generation student from this class tell me how grateful they are that Stockton will be giving them their degree this week. They told me they never imagined that they would be a college graduate, and now they're getting ready to go to graduate school. And as we had that conversation, reflecting on the academic challenges of the outstanding, personalized educational experiences we provide at the university, I stopped the student to remind them one very important thing, Stockton gave that student the chance, but they earned that degree. That degree was not given to them. And among our nearly 1,800 graduates earning their degrees this year, we have traditional students, we have adult students, some 44% of our students are first-generation college students. That's going to deserve a round of applause multiple times today. The first in their families to graduate from college. And from throughout the world, students from 8 countries. We are all inspired by you, and we are privileged to be able to express our personal congratulations to each and every graduate today. Each of you deserve to be very proud of your accomplishments, just as we are so very proud of you. So on behalf of my faculty colleagues and everyone at the university, all of us are privileged to have played a role in preparing you for today. We've asked a lot from you, and you've risen to the challenge. We send you off today as graduates of Stockton University, confident that you will be active in making your neighborhood, your town, your state, our region, our country, and our world a better place. And we know you will do this modeling our ethic of care that is so important to us at the university. So while we celebrate our graduates, today also belongs to the family, friends, and loved ones who are with us, and to those who are not here, but whom are with you in spirit, or maybe even joining us by live stream. Just as we know that our graduates have been tested and have sacrificed, we know that you too have been tested and sacrificed, and we thank you for supporting the success of our graduates. So to our family and loved ones, please rise if you're able so that we may recognize and acknowledge you. Thank you, thank you. Please be seated. So it's now my distinct pleasure to invite our student commencement speaker, Ms. Sadia Mihi from right here in Atlantic City. Sadia is a candidate for a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice. And get this, she told me this morning that her GPA was 3.98. Not too shabby. Great job, Sadia. Sadia, please come forward to address the graduating class.
Before I begin, I want everyone to take a moment. Look around, take in the magnitude of today. I see a room full of bright, intelligent, and kind human beings. I see strength, resilience, success, and hope radiating from everyone, including our friends, family, faculty, everyone. We all have our own stories, and today we honor those experiences and celebrate this momentous occasion together. Class of 2026, close your eyes and think back on all your memories here at Stockton University. What were some of your favorite moments? Were you a part of any clubs, teams, or activities? Take a moment to reflect on those individuals that made a big impact on your journey. For me, some of my fondest memories were when I made new friends and participated in clubs like Model UN, the Coalition for Women's Rights, the Eastern Brush Painting Club, Students for Justice in Palestine, and other extracurriculars like the Washington Internship Program, the Engelberg Leadership Scholarship Program, and volunteering for the WGSC. These memories are what got me through the hardest of days, and I will miss my Stockton family. I know most of you share the same sentiment. It is sad to put Stockton behind us, but it is necessary for us to turn the page and begin writing our next chapter. Today we celebrate, and I'm grateful to be standing here with you all. I want to congratulate everyone in the graduating class. We survived. I am so incredibly proud of, and you should be as well. We never gave up, and I admire your resilience. I know these past few years have been very challenging, and with everything going on around us, it is sometimes difficult to focus. There are too many things happening, and it gets overwhelming. But class of 2026, we are so strong and so brave. Be proud of all your accomplishments. You deserve to celebrate. never forget that you are incredibly special and you will continue to do many wonderful and beautiful things. Some of us will start families, enter our careers, go to grad school, start a business, but we know that the class of 2026 will soar high. You've all proven that you can rise to any occasion, and I don't doubt that your futures will be bright. Whatever you decide, I know you will put a little bit of that Osprey magic into it. And I don't know if any of you have felt this, but I know I have been dreaming of this moment since I came to Stockton University. I did not think 4 years would go by so quickly, and it feels so surreal. When we first arrived, we were all different people. Somewhere between the late night study sessions, coffee runs, club meetings, making new friends, making mistakes, and winning, we became stronger and kinder versions of ourselves. It is incredible seeing how much growth we have made since that first day. This is a moment of celebration that we deserve. You persevered even when giving up seemed like the easier option. We did not let anyone stop us from achieving our goal, and that is something I truly admire. Friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2026, congratulations! Wait, I'm not done yet. And wherever you go in life, carry that same energy. Show the world what ospreys are made of. And before I leave, I want to give a huge, 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 huge thank you to my Ammu and Abbu. Ammu, Abbu, can you please stand up? These two incredible people have been my #1 supporters since day one. And everything I have accomplished has been for them. My parents, they immigrated to America in the 1990s, and life was difficult. They didn't speak English, had no family here, and had to build a life from nothing. Growing up, my parents would always tell me how they wish they could do more for us and how they wish they could provide a better life for me and my siblings. My parents spend every waking moment trying their best to make ends meet, and even when we're struggling, they never expect anything in return. My Abbu is older now, and he has been diagnosed with many different types of sicknesses, yet he still wakes up every morning and does what he can for my family. My Ammu is growing older too, and she has spent her entire life putting my family first. Her dedication, her patience, and the way she shows up for us every single day is something I will always admire. Throughout the years, both my parents sacrificed so much for me, and at one point, they even gave up on their dreams. My parents, like so many, are living examples of strength and resilience. My parents are my heroes, and they have always believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. If they hadn't pushed me to try, I wouldn't be where I am today. The person that I am and the person that I will become is all thanks to you two. Thank you, Ammu and Abbu, and I love you both so much. And I'm almost done. Yeah. And thank you all, the faculty and staff who helped us on our journey. Thank you to the family and friends who are here today supporting a loved one and celebrating our special day. Congratulations, class of 2026. Celebrate yourself, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Go Ospreys! Yay! Thank you. At this time, if you are willing and able, please rise and join us in celebration for the rendition of Ospreys on Parade, our alma mater, performed by alum Lillian Nickens, accompanied by Dr. Beverly Vaughn, Professor of Music.
Let us travel in the footsteps of those who came before. Here on our campus, in the pines, knowledge opens every door. And when we go marching out
Thank you, Dr. Vaughn and Ms. Neckens. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Michael Busler, Professor of Business Studies, to provide faculty comments.
Friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2026, congratulations. Today, you are receiving a diploma that signifies you have mastered a specific set of skills. Whether you're a social worker, a business major, or a scientist, you have the tools to do the job. But I'm here to tell you the most valuable thing you're taking away from Stockton University isn't just a profession. It's something much more powerful: critical thinking. Turn the page. Critical thinking is the quiet confidence that no matter what problem lands on your desk or in your life, you have the ability to sit down, look at it, and say, I'll figure it out. That mindset changed my life. I grew up in a low-income family where figuring it out was a necessity. I set my goals high. I worked hard, and eventually I found myself with an MBA working on the management fast track at Ford Motor Company. By the time I reached my late 20s, I owned a townhouse, a sports car, and I took expensive vacations. I had achieved what the world would call success. But I wasn't happy. I just wasn't happy. One day, I sat in my office and asked myself a very dangerous question. If money was not a consideration, what is it that I actually want to do? My heart gave me three answers. I love to teach, I love to write, and I would love to build houses. On paper, quitting a high-paying corporate career to chase those three unrelated dreams looked like madness. I didn't have a PhD, so I couldn't teach at a university. I didn't have a platform to write, and I certainly didn't have enough capital to become a home builder. But I looked at those goals and decided, I'll figure it out. So I quit my job. I started teaching part-time at a community college. I began writing opinion columns that I sent to the Philadelphia Bulletin, which was, at the time, a top 10 daily newspaper. The editors rejected the first one, then the second one, then the fifth one. They rejected 13 columns in a row. But on the 14th attempt, a piece I wrote about the tax revolt that had started in California, they said yes. That column won an award for editorial writing about free enterprise. Today, I write a weekly opinion column that reaches thousands of readers across the country through Newsmax, Town Hall, The Hill, Substack, Medium, and others. When I went to build my first house, I had little capital. I found one lot that I could afford. It was literally on the side of a cliff. Everyone said it was an unbuildable lot. But I said, I'm going to figure this out. I worked with a structural engineer and an architect to design a spectacular cliffside home. I figured if I could build the hardest one first, I could build anything after that. Today, I built more than 100 houses, many of them right here along the Jersey Shore where I live. Finally, I wanted to teach at the university level. That meant going back for a doctorate while I had a wife and 3 children. It took longer than I hoped, but I stayed the course and finished the degree. A short time later, I joined the faculty here at Stockton. Today, I'm a full professor with a career that integrates everything I love. Today, I am teaching, writing, and building houses. Graduates, here's your reality. The world is going to throw cliffs in front of you. The world is going to reject your first 13 attempts. It's going to tell you that your goals are impossible. But you spent the last years here at Stockton learning how to think, how to analyze, and how to persevere. You have the "I'll figure it out" factor. So don't settle for a fast track that leads to a destination you don't like. Set your goals high, so high that they scare you. Then use the critical thinking skills you've learned in these classrooms to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Class of 2026, the world is waiting for you to solve its problems. Go forth, be bold, and figure it out. Congratulations, good luck, and thank you. I now welcome Stockton University's president, Dr. Joe Bartolino.
Let's give Dr. Bustler another round of applause. I'm going to call you, Dr. Bustler, so that we can figure it out. That I promise you. So, how we doing? Really? How we doing? All right, class of 2026, do me a favor. When I say soar higher, you say go Ospreys, and it's very important to me that everyone at every other institution in the state of New Jersey hear Stockton loud and proud. Soar higher! Soar higher! Big and loud. Soar higher! Give yourselves a round of applause. Ospreys, the end is near, and so you face the final curtain. Stockton, let's make it clear. You'll walk this stage, of this I'm certain. You'll pass all your exams. You've traveled up and down the Parkway or the Expressway. But more, much more than this, you did it the Osprey way. You stood in line from day to day, committed to Dunkin' or Chick-fil-A. Clubs, classes, teams, you gave it all. There is no doubt that you stood tall. The world awaits. Today's your day. Go show them the Osprey way. Now that I have your attention, my thanks to the members of your class who helped inspire this year's opening song. Thank you to the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, family, friends, and loved ones joining us today as we celebrate our graduates. I also would like to give special thanks to the members of the class of 1976, our Golden Ospreys, who escorted our graduates into the ceremony today. Could they please stand? Golden Ospreys, please stand. They're here celebrating their 50th class reunion. And by the way, there is a Golden Osprey who didn't have the opportunity to walk in commencement in 1976, and she did so for the very first time today. Violet Wheeler, raise your hand. There she is, right there. Let's show her some love. Thank you very much, Golden Ospreys. Thank you very much. Before I get to my remarks, I'd like to recognize a few individuals. Across our ceremonies this week, we have 49 graduates who have served in or are on active duty with a branch of the United States military. I ask that they and any other veterans or active duty service members in the hall, please stand if you're able to be acknowledged. Please stand if you are an active military or a veteran. Thank you for your service. Thank you very much. What an extraordinary moment this is. Graduates, take this in. This room is filled with people who love you, who believe in you, who pushed you, who texted you, who fed you, who reminded you about deadlines, and maybe asked more than once, how are you really doing? Today is your day. You made it through the early mornings, the late nights, the exams, the papers, the clinicals, the labs, the rehearsals, the internships, the student teaching, the games, the performances, the jobs, the family responsibilities, and all the unexpected moments that were put in your path. That's a lot. But whether your Stockton journey brought you to Galloway, Atlantic City, Hamilton, or Manahawkin, to quiet moments near Lake Fred, walks or swims to Turtle Island, time around Lake Pam or the Lakeside Lodge, intramurals with friends, a show at the Pack, coffee runs at Duncan, grabbing lunch at the Nest, conversations in the campus center, cheering on our Ospreys in Big Blue, or moments with classmates along the boardwalk, each experience helped bring you to this day. You adapted, you persisted, you grew, and you did something remarkable. Today, you leave here with a Stockton degree. And as we've already mentioned, while today is about you, it's also about those who helped you get here, the families and friends who cheered you on, the faculty who challenged you, the staff who supported you, the mentors who saw something in you before you saw it in yourself. So when you walk across this stage, you are bringing a whole community with you. Now, before I continue, there are some folks that I would like to thank. Lori Grisham and Alex Marino, where are you? They help with over 250 volunteers to make this day happen. Could we give them a round of applause, please? There she is, right there. Thank you. When I first came to Stockton, I spoke about building a community of opportunity, a place where every student, regardless of background, has the support, the resources, and relationships needed to thrive. You are artists, scientists, educators, nurses, social workers, business leaders, advocates, researchers, athletes, performers, public servants, entrepreneurs, and community builders. Many of you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. If you are a first-generation college student, I invite you to please stand now if you're able to be recognized. If you are a first, look at this. Look at that. That is what opportunity looks like. So let me tell you about a few extraordinary ospreys who truly embody what it means to soar. Alexander Mendoza. Where are you, Alexander? Are you here? Stand up. Alexander Mendoza did not just study political science at Stockton, he put it into action. An Atlantic City native with a concentration in pre-law, Alexander found his purpose standing alongside Latino immigrant families through his work with El Pueblo Unido. He volunteered in legal clinics, supported families facing detention, and witnessed the unforgettable moment when one family was reunited after a loved one was released from custody. On campus, he found belonging through Latino student organizations and encouragement from faculty who helped him see that he belonged in every room he entered. Alexander, don't sit down, stand up, stand up. You remind us that leadership begins with showing up, standing up, and becoming the force of change. Alexander Mendoza. Elizabeth Jaffola, where are you? By the way, these students had no idea I was calling on them. Elizabeth is not just studying accounting, she is already building her future in the field. A Dean's List student and scholarship recipient, Liz interned with Ernst & Young, where she gained experience in risk management and internal controls with large-scale organizations like Nestle, and she'll be heading back here after graduation with a full-time role. She brought the same professional drive back to campus. As president of the Accounting and Finance Society, Liz has helped connect students with firms through networking events, guest speakers, and community building programs. She is also a Women's Leadership Council mentee, a New Jersey Society of CPAs student ambassador, and a member of the Student Advisory Board. Liz, you remind us that Stockton students do not wait for opportunity. They build it, share it, and open doors for others. Congratulations, Elizabeth Jaffola. Right there. And finally, Jonathan Baez. Jonathan, where are you? Where are you, Jonathan? There you are, right over there. Jonathan Baez came to Stockton as a commuter student, already with an associate's degree in hand and his eyes fixed firmly on the future. But through Talons, he discovered something just as important as career preparation: community. As a first-generation college student, Jonathan helped welcome new Ospreys and their families, first as a student leader and then as a head Talon. He served on the first-year task force and the STAR committee, worked in the office of the president, interned with financial aid, and earned multiple Stockton Foundation scholarships along the way. Jonathan, you didn't just find your place at Stockton, you helped others find theirs. And now, as you continue on to pursue your MBA right here, we are proud to keep cheering you on. Jonathan Baez, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Alexander, Elizabeth, Jonathan, their stories are extraordinary, but they are not exceptions, because every one of you sitting here today has your own version of this journey. And that matters, because the world you are entering needs you. You are graduating at a time when it can be easy to focus on what is divided, uncertain, or broken. You know the headlines, you feel the pressure, you understand the challenges. But when I look at you, I see something more powerful than uncertainty. I see hope. You leave here as change makers, and that doesn't mean you need the loudest voice in the room or the biggest title, but it does mean that you understand that progress begins with people, with trust, with compassion, with courage, with care. And you will be change makers everywhere: classrooms, hospitals, boardrooms, neighborhoods, families. You will be change makers when you mentor someone younger than you. You will be change makers when you listen before you judge. You will be change makers when you stand up for dignity, respect, kindness, compassion, and civility. You will be change makers when you refuse to let negativity define what is possible. And your success will not come only from what you know. It will come from how you use what you know, how you treat people, how you build trust, how you show up when it counts, how you lead when the path is difficult, and how you care for the people and communities around you. That is why Stockton's ethic of care is so important. Dignity, respect, kindness, compassion, and civility matter, because these aren't just soft values. They are strong values. They are values that hold communities together when times are hard. That makes leadership possible, and that will help when we disagree. We can disagree without dehumanizing one another. We can disagree without dehumanizing one another. Graduates, take those values with you, the values that remind us that every person has a story, every person deserves to be heard, every person matters, and every person deserves to be treated with dignity, respect, kindness, compassion, and civility. And the truth is, you are ready. And so, I leave you with one final story. A college president discovers on his appointment calendar a graduate who is back on campus for his 25th reunion. I just wanted to take a second, said the graduate to the president, to thank you for the inspirational advice you gave me at commencement 25 years ago. Why, thank you, replied the college president, who, of course, could neither remember the graduate nor did he know what he had said. But perhaps you can refresh my memory. What is it that I said 25 years ago during commencement that inspired you so much? At that, the graduate leaned forward in his chair, looked earnestly at the president, and said, "I've tried to live by these words. As I came up to the stage to get my degree, you shook my hand and you said, 'Keep moving, keep moving.' Class of 2026, keep moving." Congratulations. I would now like to welcome Jose Lozano, Chair of the Stockton University Board of Trustees and a proud 2003 Stockton alum. Chairman Lozano.
Good morning, graduates, faculty, staff, family, and friends. On behalf of the Stockton University's Board of Trustees, it is my honor to congratulate the class of 2026. As chair of the board and a proud alum, it is especially grateful to stand with you today as we celebrate this extraordinary milestone in your lives. 23 years ago, I sat where you are. And like many of you, I arrived at Stockton with ambition and uncertainty, and a belief that the Stockton education could open doors to opportunities I had not yet imagined. My time here is filled with many late nights at Lakeside Lodge, serving on the Student Senate, all while being an RA, challenged me to think differently and lead with purpose, and to recognize that success is not only measured by personal achievement, but by the impact we make in the lives of others. Those lessons have guided me in my career. Again and again, I have learned that leadership is ultimately about service, listening to people, building relationships, finding ways to bring others together, even though they may have different perspectives. As you leave Stockton and begin your next chapter, the world will ask much of you. It will ask you to adapt, to collaborate, to solve problems we've not yet fully understood and sometimes understand. But your Stockton education has prepared you exactly for that. Be curious, be courageous, stay connected to your communities, and never underestimate the value of empathy, integrity, and resilience in whatever path you choose. Never forget where you came from. And most importantly, remember that you will always have a home here at Stockton. Today, you join a growing network of Osprey alums who are cheering you on and eager to support your journey. On behalf of the trustees again, congratulations. We need you. The world needs you. Now go make us proud. Congratulations.
The Presidential Medal of Distinction is awarded to exceptional individuals whose dedication to social justice and community enrichment mirrors the university's core values and whose actions exemplify the power of partnership and collaborating with Stockton to create positive change and foster a more vibrant and equitable environment. Today, it is my honor to recognize someone who embodies those values in every part of her life and leadership. Miss Roxanne Passarella, Esquire, is a proud Stockton alumna, a respected business leader, entrepreneur, mentor, and advocate for community advancement. As president and CEO of Club Boardwalk Resorts, Roxanne has helped shape Atlantic City's hospitality industry with vision, integrity, and a deep commitment to the people and places she serves. But her impact extends far beyond her professional accomplishments. Roxanne has remained deeply connected to Stockton, giving generously of her time, wisdom, and leadership. Through her service on the Stockton University Foundation Board of Directors and as a founding member of the Stockton Women's Leadership Council, she has helped expand opportunity for our students, empower young women, and strengthen the future of this university. Roxanne understands what Stockton means to this region. When we invest in students, we invest in families, communities, and the future of South Jersey. She has lived that commitment through her service, mentorship, and example. I invite Roxanne Passarella to the stage. In recognition of your exceptional service and dedication, it is my honor to present Roxanne Passarella, today's keynote speaker, with the Presidential Medal of Distinction. Ladies and gentlemen, Roxanne Passarella.
Good morning, graduates, President Joe, distinguished members of the board, family, and friends. To the graduates, congratulations, you did it. Your degree is your proof But what is not easily seen are the sacrifices you made to get here. The long nights, the setbacks, the discipline, the determination. So before I say another word, let's recognize this class for what it took to get here. Standing here today means a great deal to me because Stockton is a huge part of my story. Thank you for having me. I am humbled, proud, and elated to share this moment with my children, Emerson, Rocco, and Dante, and my two bonus kids, Cam and Caden. Wave at everybody, guys. There they are. There they are. Along with my partner, Dennis, and also my brother Rich, who's a Stockton graduate as well, and friends that are more like family. Say hi, Tracy and Tegan. I was the first person in my family to graduate from college when I graduated in 2000. When I think back to that version of myself, I remember someone who had absolutely nothing figured out. I remember someone who was determined and knew she wanted more, someone who recognized that where you start in life and where you finish can be two very different things if you're willing to work for it. I didn't have a roadmap, I didn't have all the answers, but what I did have is a willingness to start. I came from very humble beginnings. Like I said, I was the first person in my family to graduate from college. My dad was a mechanic, and watching him come home every day with greasy hands and a sore back taught me something that education never could, and that is work ethic. My dad believed in me. He told me I could be anything in this world I wanted to be. Thankfully, I believed him. He is no longer with us, and there isn't a day that I don't reflect on something that he's taught me. My mother was a stay-at-home mom, and she showed me early on that strong women come in all forms. When you leave here today, please ask yourself, what's next? People will ask you, where are you heading? Where will you live? What career will you choose? But today, standing here at what people often think is the finish line, I want you to remember where you started. Because your starting point does not define your future. Most journeys don't look big while you're living them. They are quiet, ordinary, even repetitive. They look like exhaustion, but pushing on anyway. Small successes, even bigger failures, long stretches where it seems like absolutely nothing is happening at all. But if you put your head down and work harder than you ever thought you could, one day you will look up and be shocked at how far you've come. I certainly know I was. After graduation, I went on to law school. I remember sitting in a study group with students whose parents were CEOs, one was a senator, one a renowned author. And I remember trying to not bring up that my dad was a mechanic. But what I didn't realize then, but I certainly do now, is that that fact was not something I should be ashamed of. In fact, it would become what I believe to be my superpower. Growing up in this environment around my dad's garage taught me to communicate with all kinds of people. It taught me resilience, how to solve problems with very, very few resources. Don't waste time being ashamed of where you started. Embrace it. Because where you begin is not evidence of what you lacked at all. It is evidence of how far you have traveled. I would love to stand here today and tell you that the path is easy, but that wouldn't be true. You will have setbacks. There will be moments when you are not chosen. Times when people make assumptions about you, even before you speak. Moments when you feel too young, too ambitious, too quiet, too much of something or not enough of something else. You cannot build a remarkable life trying to satisfy everyone. Figure out who you are in good times and difficult ones, and learn to love yourself during both of those times. In my own career, I eventually became the owner of the company I'd spent 20 years building. And just this past year, we faced immense challenges. Some days honestly felt like hell. But I learned something really important, which is that nobody goes unscathed. Life will knock us all down at some point. There are times that you're going to think, why me? But today I say to you, why not you? Because, because these moments build you. They make you stronger. They teach you how to navigate difficult waters. One of the things I am proudest of is helping create the Stockton's Women Leadership Council. Through scholarships and mentorships, we have had the opportunity to support the next generation of women leaders. Joanna Johnson, Gail Gross, Alicia Trombley, Lori Herndon. Thank you so much for all that you've done. I salute you. Many women have built lives despite systems that underestimate them at every turn. Graduates, the courage of those women lives within you now. And because of them, you inherit possibilities that they were all denied. Do not waste this inheritance by deciding to play small. Start the company, write the book, run for office. We need your big hearts and your big brains to save this world. Take the risk, be seen. The world will never benefit from people shrinking themselves to make other people comfortable. Years from now, when today is just a memory and this chapter becomes a story you tell someone else, I hope you remember this. You do not have to have everything figured out to move forward. You do not need certainty to begin. Please remember that how you treat people matters. Be kind, it's free. And whenever you can, I am asking you to please leave the door open a little wider for the person coming in after you. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now go make something of your one precious life.
Thank you very much, Ms. Passarella. Thank you for sharing your story, for your inspirational words to our graduates. We have another round of applause, please. And thank you for returning and supporting Alma Mater. So at this time, we offer special recognition to our faculty who have received emeritum status on their retirement. From the School of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Dr. Jennifer Like, Professor Emeritum of Psychology, who's been with Stockton for over 25 years. While Dr. Like could not be here today, we wanted to acknowledge the granting of emeritum status from the respective academic program and the recommendation of colleagues for this honor by our colleagues' teaching, scholarship, service, and numerous other contributions to the Stockton community. And our Board of Trustees further commemorated this recognition with a board resolution. So please join me in recognizing Dr. Like. We'd also like to recognize Dr. Jane Bakenovich, Professor of Hospitality and Tourism Management Studies, on her retirement. Dr. Like and Dr. Bakenovich, as well as faculty retirees from this afternoon's ceremony, have collectively contributed over 312 years of teaching experience to our students and the Stockton community. That is pretty extraordinary. These colleagues have contributed richly to the success of our graduates and the reputation of Stockton University. Can we please give all of our retiring colleagues a round of applause? We now begin the presentation of candidates for baccalaureate degrees. A professional photographer has been engaged to take individual photographs of the candidates as they process across the stage, and proofs of these photographs will be mailed. The ceremony is also recorded, and copies may be ordered by visiting Stockton's Commencement webpage. We ask that all guests please remain seated and graduates remain until the conclusion of the ceremony and all degrees have been awarded. We invite all baccalaureate degree candidates who are willing and able to please rise and remain standing. Please rise. President Bertolino, it is indeed my privilege to report to you that all the baccalaureate candidates assembled here have qualified in all respects for degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by Stockton University and have been recommended by the faculty to be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
You ready? You ready, graduates? Baccalaureate degree candidates in the class of 2026 who have successfully completed all the requirements for graduation. Based on the approval of the faculty and the authority vested in me by the State of New Jersey and the Stockton University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the baccalaureate degrees with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Would the baccalaureate graduates please come forward to receive their degrees?
School of Business, Accounting, Eric Ackerman, Stella Believa, Cole Brigden, Fernanda Campos, Mariela Cholula Lopez, Sophia Cooney, Faith Corbett, Ryan Creary, Nathan Del Ross, Kevin Esposito, Lance Francoeur, Nicholas Grant, Amanda Harrison, Diana Hernandez, Carly Herring, Elizabeth Jaffola, Sarah Laskowski, Jason Leisure, Gavin Lum, Mena Naguib, Haley Nalbone, Johnny Wynn, Gwen Wynn, Kayla O'Connell, Thomas O'Leary III, Jonathan Onyama, Kaylee Piliero, Hannah Robbins,
Keegan Slepens,
Sebastian Rodriguez. Alberto Solis Jr. Nadia Steeries. Kieran Sunderman. Carlos Torres. Jackson Van. Abigail Van Houten. Linda Woods. Muhammad Hassan. Business Administration. Bigad Abdallah. Thomas Ackerman. Eric Blackmer. Daniel Bungwele. Evan Bresnan. James Brown II. Juliana Calderon. Anthony Casario. Sophia Serra. Emily Cipriani. Gianna Cittadino. Carmen Comesanas.
Tommy Cotton.
Sean Couch. Kiara Crespo. Marlene Cruz Santos. Andre Davis. Syra Desai. Jackson Domshine. Shane Yuxuzian. Madison Eustace. Skylar Falk. Matthew Faria. David Climby. Luca Farinola. Sean Fields. Talia Galiotto. Joey Gmitter Jr. Jared Goldstein. Aliyah Gray Rivera. Matthew Guarino. Ryan Gudati. Amanda Guzman. Jasmine Haddad. Dejan Jones-Jenkins. Christopher Kimberlin. Cameron Woodard. Maria Dixon. Amanda Weston. Ava Dever. Timothy Wilgus. Nicholas Cibrian. Jack Pope. Aiden Kearney. Jeremy Pfeffer. Tyler Kingsley. Samuel Atkinson. Haley Kraus. Victor Mahar. Sophia Makowski. Roberto Marcus. Crystal Mendoza. Hector Miller. Sanai Moore. Andres Glikas. Luciano Nistico. Ruby Ortiz. Timothy O'Donnell. Victoria Ottinger. Jackson Pagnotta. Kayla Potachar. Ashley Pringle. Angelina Ragusa. Alexander Ramirez. Zachary Wren. Harold Risley. Christopher Rita. Sebastian Sacchetti. Tashawn Scott. Ava Smock. Ryan Spina. Eliana Talent. Ashley Tim. Tabitha Tobias. Aiden Toupé. Daniela Turchi. Brianna Vandexter. Melanie Villa. Jake Washko. Zachary Washko. Connor Washam. Nathaniel Zuluaga. Michaela Alessi. Jessica Angotti. Daylene Arenas. Tasneem Basrat. Michael Bernardo II. Kyle Birmingham. Max Blewett. Mrugakshi Brahmbat. Eric Brown. Alice Bruner. Sharisa Cargill. Christopher Chen. Nashita Chowdhury. Jacob Cheslak. Jared Conti. Eva Croge. Angelina DeBellis. Jose Fuentes. Daisy Haynes. Joshua Alessandra. Caroline Frashone. Abigail Groling. Emma Haug. Vesam Edzat. Solimain Dumbuya. Devin Fernandez. Ryan Dever. Lauren Wynant. Carissa Goodwin. Jara Higby. Fatma Hussain. Daniel Jacobs. Victorious Johnson. Leah Keenan. Ava Kinkler. Julia Koval. Cameron Levins. Daniela Lobasso. Edward Lord III. Gina McBrarty. Shane McDevitt. Christopher Meixner. Joden Maluso. Peter Kojle. Francisco Salguero III. Eric Mazal. Cesar Mendez Marino. Matthew Keating. Gracie McQuan. Romina Maguina. Annie Nguyen. Danielle O'Neill. Vandan Patel. Brendan Pollock. Marianielli Peralta Castanen. James Ritardi. Madeline Richards. Evan Rosenberger. Jagdeep Saini. Alejandro Santos. Luis Santos. Dakota Silva. Autumn Slack. Joseph Smara III. Kenneth Smith III. William Stour III. Anijah Taylor. Gavin Toronto. Zachary Treble. Kirsten Turner. Elizabeth Valentino. Natalia Velez. Pascual Verrecchia. Tyler Wells. Janet Yee. Sarah Goodrich. Business Analytics. Kelvin Berrio. Ashhab Amin. Brian Guardado Castro. Anne-Marie Haber. Jonathan Maslag. Matthew Moore. Joseph Nazar. Samuel Philo. Hallie Richard. Matthew T. Zach. Jessica Tola. Alyssa Aviles. Diana Baralaga. Jack Bolognon. Dylan Calixtro. Leigh Kamara. Carrick Capaldi. Sean Collins. Andrew Corbin. Justin Chakowski. Julia Davila. Vadim Diduk. Garrison Evans. Maxim Ferenko. Brendan Gibbons. Sydney Glover. Athar Handra. Ana Igita. Sanjita Huda. Luz Javier Olayo. Patrick Johnson. Joseph Kingston. Tyler Kling. Jaden Lange. Kyle Matthews. Kevin Mendez Kuyuch. Nabila Nahar. Dylan Anan. Computer Information Systems. Mohammed Nobi.
Alvi Saman.
Jeffrey Papatzik. Hunter Penven. Joel Perdomo. Jamar Pitts. Michael Rizzo. Nelson Rodriguez. Richmond Ruby. Atia Tanzim. Computer Science. Joshua Alvarez. Kamran Awan. Sammy Basnet. Natalie Belmonte. Jackson Campbell. Chase Carlos. Kevin Carmona. Arbid Chowdhury. Joseph Corbett. Michael Coulter. Janine El-Masri. Joshua Gallardi. Abhishek Kumar Giri, Sajad Haider, Derwin Ho, Thomas Hoops, MD Hossein, Matthew Houseworth, Jalen Knight, Alexis Lopez, Kyle McFadden, Connor McKay, Sarah McShay, Sophia Milask, Tyler Mung, Justin Murphy,
Melody Abapo.
Ton Nguyen, Julia Knitting, Mikael Cassius Pamaspusan, Jaden Nunez, Eric Ohanian, Ayushi Patel, Tasneem Raisa, Drudy Ray, Ethan Nelson, Patrick Sawicki, Anissa Serafini, Osman Shah, Tyler Snyder, Kelly Swenson, Arnab Das Utsa, Ian Valiante, Jaden Wilhelm, Parth Patel, Carlos Perez, Christopher Barranco, Robert Thurston IV, Esports Management, Alexandra Ellison, Ryan Lynch, Alexander Ricciardi, Joshua Torres, Finance, Karishma Arora, Aaron Asensio, Paige Bonner, Andrew Borkowski, Madeline Britton, Kenzie Booker, Dominic Chila, Michael Sita Jr., Samuel Clemens, Jack Cordiano, Michael Cordiano, Michael Kuzala, Tiffany Dang, Frank Faby III, Andrew Campolo Sr., Brett Kane, Robert Fitzsimmons, John Arias, Jennifer Diaz, Anthony Fabio, Andrew Falduto, Cheyenne Fiaz, Ryan Florio, Christopher Alloy, Aaron Gaudio, Joseph Gergen, Jonathan Baez, Joshua Gonzalez Alegria, Emily Haynes, Robert Hare, David Harrell, Alex Heinrich,
Aiden Honish, Sr.
Robert Henry Jr., Joseph Horan III, Sean Highland, Connor Jablonski, Ethan Kenny, Haley Korsak, Nicholas Kozak, Benjamin Malicki, Jada Mangum, Nyla March, Isabella Maldonado, Max Marino, Jasmine Melendez, Sean Lyon, Daniel McCarthy, Krisha Mohan, Marihan Mikhail, Anthony Molfino, Andrew Mostak, Iman Nasim, Masroor Pasha Pantho, Isha Patel, Krishna Patidar, Vincent Paulak, Miguel Perez Jr., Elizabeth Rafferty, Jessica Restrepo, Kenneth Reuter, Frank Ruba Jr., Bane Ryan, Thomas Sabatino, Gul Hayat Sayan, Gavin Schlexer, Nathaniel Sears, Shreyan Shah, James Silvano, Alexander Slemmer, Emmanuel Stanton, Prasanthi Surasan, Michael Tabasso, Tyler Tarabakia, Zoe Tulo, Thomas Vandegrift, Brian Wagner, Jacqueline White, Kwesi Wilson, Tasmia Zaman, Allison Zaverzans, Dylan Cockerill, Isabella Santoro, Hospitality, Tourism, and Event Management, Joseph Adio, Emon Ahmad, Marissa Bagstrom, Vanessa Brown, Carmela Cholula, Grace Siafi Silver,
Dylan Costello,
Brianna Cooper, Ashlyn Fitzgerald, James Fritz, Zippy Abramson, Marissa Gagliardi, Kaylee Garwood, Gabriela Hernandez Ramirez, Merrick Betsigo, Jacqueline Kwarteng, Laura Leeds, Emily Little, Jonathan McHale, Cameron Morgan, Isabella Mold, Tehran Oglesby, Joseph Priori, Eugene Reynolds, Emily Sanchez, Marissa Skull, Abigail Sandell, Jabria Smith, Kamaya Smith, Ashlyn Chapinski, Grace Tarantino, Jacob Thompson, Jason Wicks II, Randasia Jones, School of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Criminal Justice, Nicholas Avagnano, Mackenzie Bagstrom, Burke Bakiolu, Skylar Ballin, Samantha Blitz, Davinia Brito, Robert Brokenshire, Jessica Bucher, Gianna Kane, Nevaeh Cabrera, Brianna Conyers Gamble, Isabella Campiglia, Genesis Cascante, Grace Coles, Andrew Costantini, Carly Christella, Alexis Krogh, Kyle Croker, Alan Crowder, Jocelyn Cruz, Gia Cullinane, Julia Dano, Logan DePaulis, Grace DeRosa, Emma Derbe, Shay Dockery, Natalie Doman, Aidan Donnelly, Julio Echevarria, Mia Espinoza, Kayla Feist, Julia Fernandez, Joneli Garcia, Kellyanne Gillespie, Kristen Go, Lindsay Grande, Alexa Guzman, Daniel Hanna, Keith Hartwell Jr., Kate Mackenzie Ilias, Summer Jawidzik, Sophia Jenke, Dawson Joseph, Joseph Kovach, Julia Logue, Sarah Lowe, Victoria Lund, Fabian Marcelin, Oliver Marta Corneal, Amanda Martinez, Luis Martinez, Anselmo Martinez Pita, Kimberly McClare, Kyla McNamee, Kylie Roy, Alexandra Magliozzo, Jordan Chachkowski, Annalise Medina, Angelique Borgen, Caroline Mendez,
Lizbeth Jacqueline Marino.
Angelina Michelini, William Moffett, Renee Minichino, Shay Mullaney, Kayla Mulvihill, Kevin Murphy, Alyssa Navarro, Natalie Ann Paul, Jaden Figures, Alexander Palozzo, Emma Petrolia, Jeffrey Puri, Mia Ramsey, Isabella Rando, Amand Rasif, Molly Reinhold, Geraldi Reyes, Kyla Ritter, Sadia Mihi, Elizabeth Rivera, Zuleika St. Hubert, Tatiana Smith, Natalie Squazzo, Tori Stanish, James Strain V, John Saloom, Gabriela Shabika, Karina Sheldon, Bardine Sichter, Ryan Smith, John Teschlog, Hannah Thulin Kazeko, Alyssa Troncone, Hunter Van Zant, Amanda Vargo, Anna Wilkins, Sophia Ueel, Victoria Bueller, Marissa Frusco, Yi Ai, Allison Zitzner, Melanie Victoria, Anaya Robinson, Jasani Santos, Anna Wood, Jada Armstead, Mackenzie Berry, Lucy Buondano, Janelle Dugan, Felicity Gaunt, Sophia Sisk, Sean Snyder, Sophia Diaz, Emily Keenan, Political Science, Bella Amoresano, Chloe Casal, Sarah Cirillo, Aubrey Collier, Jeffrey De La Fuente, Austin Eckert, Candace Freeman Alicea, Alexander Mendoza, Caitlin Muller, Dekrat Odu Tayo. Olivia O'Neill. Hunter Pico. William Powers Jr. Giselle Rodriguez Aparicio. Nasir Terry. Jaden Thompson. Jeremy Walker. Danielle Widener. Daniel Wilgus. Emma Ziegler. Psychology. Samuel Adams. Tiffany Armstrong. Casey Astelos. Lillian Audette. Michael Barr. Estela Balbuena. Justin Bolzer. Eleanor Bond. Nicholas Bove. Amaya Brown. Cameron Brown. Isabella Bruno. Kiana Bryan. Eleonora Byrne. Sophia Chivaroli. Elijah Chisholm. Nia Coles. Peyton Conklin. Michaela Cotton. Sarah Cochran. Lorelei Crawford. Kimberly Serwinski. Nina DeLuca. Annabella DeLucia. Tyler DiMartino. Ariana Diaz. Gianna DiMachino. Chloe DiNacenzo. Hallie Fernandez. Riley Finn. Natalie Foley. Taylor Ford. Cynthia Galindo. Raquel Garcia Vargas. Skylar Dredden. Sydney Druin. Emily Fania. Timothy Figueiredo. Vanessa Gaetanos. Larissa Gargano. Brianna German. Kiana Grande. Jaylene Gonzalez. Anthony Aiello. Yanitzis Gonzalez. Rachel Grafe. Ariel Graciano. Ariana Griesi. Daniela Grisetta. Anita Hassan. Kennedy Heinrichs. William Heltzer. Shavana Henderson. Gianna Holcomb. Imani Hopkins. Lori Horta. Gianna Uvara. Elizabeth Jacoby. Emma Joubert. Isabella Kafka. Dora Cara. Shiva Lee Jr. Najee Lewis. Rachel Lewis. Lucas Lisevsky. Diana Lopez Baroa. Julia Losaso. Pedro Marcelo. Courtney Massaro. Megan Mastroianni. Emily Matera. Angelina Mauro. Emily McCauley. Jada McKinnon. Jennifer McMeekin. Taryn McGronigal. Bella Moderno. Madison Molinaro. Grace Nappy. Piero Olazabal. Stephanie Olson. Jessica O'Reilly. Samantha Orlando. Ashley Ortega. Joshua Osterman. Nana Akosua Oduro. Ana Rosa Ortiz. Ruth Oville. Faith Pagan. Jerry Pollard. Liliana Pusek. Jessica Randiek. Destiny Randolph. Ariana Richardson. Michelle Richelson. Kamaya Riley. Kimberly Riley. Sky Rivera. Sydney Roach. Sabrina Robertson. Grayson Ryan. Natalie Savine. Jason Schaub. Savia Singh. Aliyah Smalls. Kennedy Smith. Layla Smith. Samantha Smith. Claire Steeker. Nicole Strain. Leonard Sulio. Julia Sykes. Madison Tivald. Kaylee Staub. Toby Tott. Mackenzie Tierney. Michelle Tran. Juliana Sangaris. Sifan Ukpe. Adriana Vargas. Abigail Nunez. Fiorella Retamoso. Alex Vargas. Devin Vasquez. Leslie Velez. Alexandra Vranos. Nicole Weaver. Jenna Weiss. Rachel Yu. Alexandra Zhang. Devoni Ben Cosme. Emily Kalp. Christian Delafave. Kayla Dollard, Ryan Al Sayed, Rachel Franklin, Lisbeth Garcia, Daniela Gomez Miranda, Karina Gonzalez, Emily Marino Castro, Samantha Novick, Lizette Solano Paz, Yolitzi Ramos Peña, Sierra Rutnick, Sharissa Walsh, Michelle Zavala Armendariz. Social work, Yasmin Aparicio, Hannah Babbitt, Angelica Bailey, Jacqueline Barrett, Asa Basilio, Kelly Bonolo, Leslie Bradell, Debbie Brister, Danae Brooks, Corinne Calderon, Larissa Camp, Janet Campos, Jamira Cooper, Yolanda Cooper, Grace Corson, Stephanie Davis, Maria Spinal, Monica Estrada Hernandez, Haley Fernandez Bryan, Ari Franco Lopez, Devin Friedlander, Gianna Froman, Danitza Garcia, Arisa Gonzalez, Ileana Gonzalez, Riley Greneau, Maxine Harby, Raven Henley, Isabel Hudgens, Kenya Henry McLean, Alana Ayaketi, Alanis Jackson, Lisa Hernandez, Juanita Jimenez, Miguel Juarez, Logan Klein,
Noel Live,
Deja Lear, Kobe Hurd, Tyrell Lewis, Kelly Martinez, Diana McGriff, Shamara McLean, Carissa Mensah, Timothy Ney, Samantha Osorio, Lisbeth Reyes Pelaez, Genesis Rincon, Lucia Roblero de Leon, Naomi Rodriguez, Stephanie Roque, Erica Rura, Lindsay Sacco, Louisa Sakul, Leah Sanchez, Angelina Schiavo. Riley Shoka. Stephanie Serrano. Mayana Sims Vega. Diana Soto. John Starn Jr. Rachel Stuber. Tori Swider. Carrington Tibbs. Angelise Valdez. Ashley Vargas. Angeliki Vergis. Cheyenne Way Hawkins. Ricardo White Jr. Jada Williams. Sabrina Wilson. Timothy Zukovsky. Sociology and Anthropology.
Rebecca Crowley.
Octavia Duga. Alex Eng. May Gant. Reagan Honeycutt. Ken Kornbluth. Shane Moore. Patrick Murphy. Jan Pavlov. Sky Winter. Cassidy Ross. Alexandra Schmidt. Damaris Ann Spring. Jose Romero Rodriguez.
Class of 2026, please stand. I now declare you graduated. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of our graduates, friends and family, our faculty, and all supporters of this wonderful class. It has been an honor celebrating your success here today, and we joyfully embrace you as graduates and lifelong members of the Osprey family. Thank you for choosing Stockton and becoming part of the university's legacy. At the conclusion of today's recessional, please join family and friends on the boardwalk for a celebration. Thank you all for joining us today. Please enjoy the rest of the day, and we wish you safe travels home. Platform party, please rise. Professor Kazi.